Hey everybody, my name is Dennis, and I'm going to be doing a couple of videos on turbocharging my Pontiac Solstice. It's a 2006, 2.4 liter. It's got all the bells and whistles, leather seats, everything. It's only got 8,000 original miles on it, so basically a brand new car. And I figured I'd do a turbocharge on it. So I've already taken off the hood off of it, and I took off the bumper, but that's basically it. Pretty easy stuff. I'm looking at putting on a Garrett turbocharger. I'm doing a GT 2871R with a billet wheel. So that is the plan. I'm still waiting for that package, but I got one of the boxes. I ordered this kit from RPM MOTORSPORTS from Martin, and let me tell you, his customer service is really good. It's top notch. I've never had any company treat me better than that so far. So that being said, I've been waiting for the kit here for a little bit. It was a little custom because nobody provides that Garrett turbo, so it took a couple weeks longer. So it's been roughly 3 weeks, and I'm now just getting my packages. So I'll show you what I received today, and I'll go over the car a little bit, kind of what I did to it, what I got done so far, and then we'll go from there. All right, so basically this is the car. I took off the bumper and I took off the hood. That's it. Just the way they look like they're taken completely apart, but actually they're just two parts off. Anyways, this car is practically brand new. Like, there's no oil, there's no leaks. This is absolutely flawless. Like, it's always been under a cover, is what the first owner said, and it sure looks that way. You know, you got a little bit of dust, but whatever. The car itself looks really good. Everything is, I mean, look at it. There's no leaks, nothing. Basically brand new. So, like I said, this is the 2.4. I've had one already before, and I had the Works kit on it. Works, Performance out of Works. And I really did like that kit a lot. But decided to go with RPM this time. See what they're about. And kind of gave them a 500 horsepower range goal, 450-ish maybe, and he gave me a kit that'll provide, you know, everything I need. Basically, I got the intercooler that came today. This is the RPM Motorsports one, and this one's the 600 horsepower rated one. Honestly, it doesn't look that big, but it's actually really thick, so that's nice. They say the bumper's not going to fit on it anymore, but we'll see. I do have a GT concept type bumper I might put on, but we'll see when we get there. Basically, today I received one box full of parts, and one more is coming. The important one's coming. Today I only received the intercooler, and then I got just a couple things. I got the brackets for the bumpers, where the intercooler goes. You got two of those, and they go on each side, and bolts, everything are inside. Then there's a couple couplers. They're all silicone. I have all the, you know, everything else on them. Let's see here. I have, let's see what this is. Oh, air filter. All right, there you go. What else? Gauge, pillar, mount. I am doing the gauge pillar, so I ordered that. I'll be doing that instead of using this, but it comes with the boost gauge. Right there, performance instrument. Turbo gapped spark plugs, and number 60 injectors. So that's basically it for what came today. I won't be needing much of this yet, because I'm going to be taking off all the head, the valve cover, all of this. Everything's coming off. I am taking off the head because I'm going to run a high boost head gasket instead of the stock one right away. I had the stock one on my last one, and it was roughly, we got up to like 320 horsepower on it. And the only thing that was holding us back was basically injectors. I had the stock ones. I think they're like number 24 is what they are. And so I was pretty much at 320 horse, and that was the kind of the limit. Was getting a fuel cut. I did have the Walbro pump and all that, but just the injectors weren't giving me enough fuel. So for this one, I'm going to take off the head, go get a machine. I know it's only 8,000 miles, but I figured, you know what, $75 is worth getting everything resurfaced. So I'll be doing that. So I'm doing the high pressure head gasket. I'm doing the 8,500 RPM rated valve springs, and I'm doing also the head studs. So I'm doing APR head studs on them, and I've got those here already. Oh, here's the car. Look at that. Ooh, clean. There's my bumper. Head gasket. And you got, oh, it's brand new. It's not even open yet. ARP, bolts and studs. So basically, I want to have the internals kind of, you know, safe. On my last one, the head gasket blew, and then it blew the block, and sadly, the owner after me dealt with that. So I want to be prepared and just do the head gasket right away. Get that done. Get that out of the way. Make sure I got the head studs on there, the valve springs. Valve floating is kind of anything over 350 horsepower. We saw lots of valve floating, and basically I want to get all that done, get all that off, do it once and do it right, and then go from there. So basically today, what I'll be doing is taking off the rest of this plastic and whatnot off the front. I'll be removing all the air blocks, you know, the headers and the cover, everything. Basically strip the motor down and then go from there. So yeah, enjoy. The airbox, most of these are all going to be size 8 millimeter. Basically there's a bunch of clips everywhere and clamps, like right there, a couple here. We'll see. We'll go do one at a time and see whatever else I got to take off. There's a couple up here. You got to take off this one and that one, and then this should all lift out of the way. We'll be doing that. Basically pretty self-explanatory stuff. Nothing too complicated. You know, having the hood off makes it so much easier. You got all this crazy room. I put them on some lifts just to, you know, have some room underneath so I can take off the exhaust and the header and whatnot. But even on them, it's kind of a comfortable height, and you can actually do everything. It's actually pretty nice. So I'll be doing that, starting connecting all your hoses, and I'm using little baggies with Ziplocs for all my bolts, screws. Just label everything because I know there's going to be a lot. So simple stuff like that's going to go quite a bit of a ways. So we'll be doing that next. Boom. So basically all it was is one clamp there, one there, which that one connects to that one right there. And actually you don't even have to remove these. It just pops out. They're just rubber grommets. So that's cool. Same here. You don't have to remove this one. It pops right out. That one pops right out. So the only thing you do have to do is that clip and the other clamp. And then you have one here that's a 10 millimeter. So once you take that off, that should be it. And then it should pop right out. Should is the key word. So let's see here. Yep, there it goes. Just don't forget to unconnect your sensor here. And then you should be able to lift it out and throw it away. Not really. So here it is. That's the stock air box. And there you go. Basically your car's taken apart. So you got some plastic shields here. You probably want to take all that off. Besides that, there you go. Everything's pretty much open. Make sure you put something on, like a rubber band with the towel, and close that off so you don't get no dirt in there. Next is going to be all of this plastics. Taking all that off, taking this piece off. and then we'll go from there. You got one piece. This is the one that goes all the way at the bottom. This one goes a little bit right in the middle, and then this one goes in right above right in front of the actual radiator. They're all on clips. Basically, everything on this car is on clips, is what I've noticed. So basically, that's what it looks like when it's taken off, and it gives you a lot more space and a lot more air. I'm gonna do a little cleanup here and clean up all this stuff, wipe all this down, make it look good, and then continue on. So next was the heat shield. It only had three bolts on it, 10 millimeters. Pops right off, and you get to see your header over here. Weird how it looks all rusted. Yeah, it is rusted. Doesn't look that way. There's your cat. Two sensors, everything. I'm surprised how everything's, really open. Like, you have lots of room to work, which is really nice. So I'll be taking all of that off next. Hopefully all the bolts come out okay. It looked like the bolts are not rusted, but the rest of it is. It's going in the trash anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's next. Little update. Header's off. Basically everything was pretty straightforward except that bolt right there. Probably the hardest one to get to. Everything else is still down there. There's the cat. And the header is right here. Anybody need a header, let me know before I throw it out. Interesting. So that's off. Don't need that anymore. Kind of want to see what the new one's going to look like when it shows up. Some say it doesn't clear all big turbos, but we will see. There you go. There's a gasket on here. That metal one. Slides right out. Probably go get a new one. You don't want to be reusing that. There you go. Basically, that's it for all the header stuff. It's going to be the head coming off of it very soon, possibly tomorrow. So, and then the cat as well, since I'm going to have no cat. It's going to be a straight through. So we'll see. But for today, I think we're done. So, all right, catch you guys tomorrow.